So Hugh Hefner actually passed away about a month ago, 5 weeks maybe. And, like prospectively, I expect a couple of movies to be made about him, I guess, his life, and then overall maybe like a documentary for Netflix on his life, and then who he was as an individual. I mean, hell, even Steve Jobs got like 2 in a matter of 3 years. Depends on, what side of the bar you're looking at there, right? Yet, what's interesting to me is I was actually, I was at a funeral this year for a kid who was basically, fresh out of high school, who put aside his dreams to really, he put aside his dreams to kind of get a shit job to make money. He was fearful of really like stepping outside of the box of general influence, and at the end of the day, this kid was afraid of failure. He was afraid of letting others down, and overall just like being embarrassed of the entire scenario. He was 19, and he lived an extremely short life. He lived a short life, and he worked a shit job. I mean, that's really all there was to say about him. It's terrible, right? His story ends there. I mean, he barely scratched the surface on, what it is to be alive. Anything that he could have accomplished in a full life, right? Just diminished. It's gone. It goes, and as the saying goes, the graveyard is the most lush treasure trove of ideas, because it's everyone who is afraid to step out of the, out of their comfort zone, step out of the general box, general ideologies, people who are afraid to be different. So their ideas, anything that they could have done that was groundbreaking, world-changing, helped other people, billions, there are billions of us now. Anything that could have helped us anywhere along in history, those ideas go to the graveyard with them, right? I think from a personal standpoint, finding the courage to carve my own path is like the single greatest thing that I ever did, for myself and my future and my family's future, right? I mean, literally, granted, I had achieved a level of success that I was, like originally, granted, like post-college, I had achieved a level of success that everyone said was ideal, right? This is what we all believe, right? We are internalizing to you. We're putting this idea in your head that this is like the ideal achievement. You've done it. Now continue forward on this path that we deem is what success is. Well, see, my greatest fear a few years back actually was really like it was really getting fired from a job that I might, if I got fired from a job, that I would die literally like the next day. That was like a legitimate fear, and it's internalized and caused me to, it caused a lack of confidence, a lack of, stride. There's no pep in your step when you're an employee, when you're fearful of not making it. You don't know what there is. It's just like, holy crap, what do I do now? I have to go find a job. I have to go work for somebody to achieve success. It's like, that's not the case at all. You can make that shit yourself. You just have to have the right knowledge to do it. If you don't even try, you will never get what you want, right? You actually have to try. If you fail, that's one thing. I mean, those who have succeeded, you see them all over the news. You see them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat. If like a millionaire or billionaire Snapchats every once in a while, right? But you only see the success side of it. You don't see the fact that they had to trudge through like, years and years and years of trenches to get to that point in which you are now seeing them, right? No one's going to, no one's going to give you shit. You got to go get it. Whatever it is that you want, you have to go make it happen. You actually have to go get a picture or proposal together for your idea, and then take it to some investors, or get your seed investing, your angel investors, friends, family, whatever the case. It doesn't even have to be higher up like that. It can be, small starter. Or GoFundMe's a thing now, right? There's crowdsourced funding for great, freaking amazing ideas, like the Oculus Rift. Oculus Rift started on Kickstarter. I mean, I remember taking a look back at it when it was on Kickstarter in 2012 or 13. Facebook bought it in 2014 or early 2015 when they just became a company. Facebook, boom, bought them up. They saw that VR was going to be the next big thing. And within Facebook's ecosystem, they are facilitating that really well. But, you know, I take a look at this, you know, when I relay back to this 19-year-old who, honestly, I think he like tried and failed a couple times, and then he thought that failure was the world was crashing down around him, and he just couldn't handle it. So to kind of keep it censored there, you know, he failed and failed and failed, and he couldn't handle that and thought he was losing at life, so he decided to, you know, let his life go. And all of his dreams and ambitions, everything he could have done in the 90-some years, like Hugh Hefner did, right? Love him or hate him, you know. I mean, Hugh Hefner is a big name that when you think of success, you think of Hugh Hefner. You think of what he achieved in his entire lifetime. That's 70 years of difference, right? In that 70 years, how much could that 19-year-old, that 20-year-old have achieved in 70 years, right? You know, if you don't even try, you're not gonna get shit, right? So to kind of get yourself started on that route of success, right? There's a few questions you could ask yourself today to really get started in that branching off, that branching point to get to the next stage. For myself, there was a series of questions. It was a series of problems I was incurring in my personal life, and I said, how do I eliminate this problem? How do I eliminate this problem? I guess I was asking myself some specific questions too, but, you know, first question, you know, what did these people do? That, you know, what did these successful people do that I still need to do, right? Who were their mentors, right? What are their end goals? And then what can I do today to emulate them, right? Or to mimic their success, right? So I really implore you, right? You know, don't wait around for things to come to you, right? That's a serious waste of time. Don't wait for shit to come to you. Go and get it. No one cares about your problems. You have to make your problems. Like, you have a problem, go find the solution, right? Or Google it, right? Google your problem, see if there's a solution. If there's not, other people might have that problem, and you could be the solution creator. There's your market value right there. Go make it happen, right? So, you know, but whatever you do, you know, just make it count, right? If you're gonna fail, I mean, fail forward. Fail forward, man. Fail forward.